Life is a journey, not a destination. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. This is my wish for you: comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, love to complete your life. Successful is the person who has lived well, laughed often and loved much, who has gained the respect of children, who leaves the world better than they found it, who has never lacked appreciation for the earth's beauty, who never fails to look for the best in others or give the best of themselves. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Enthusiasm is one of the most powerful engines of success. When you do a thing, do it with all your might. Put your whole soul into it. Stamp it with your own personality. Be active, be energetic, be enthusiastic and faithful, and you will accomplish your object. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in, forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day, begin it well and serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. I dream of a better tomorrow, where chickens can cross the road and not be questioned about their motives. Win as if you were used to it, lose as if you enjoyed it for a change. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in, forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day, begin it well and serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. To be a star, you must shine your own light, follow your path, and don't worry about the darkness, for that is when the stars shine brightest. Always do what you are afraid to do. For each thorn, there's a rosebud. For each twilight, a dawn. For each trial, the strength to carry on, for each storm cloud, a rainbow. For each shadow, the sun. For each parting, sweet memories when sorrow is done. The exceptional life depends not on working harder, but on different, even opposite, actions from habit and the crowd. Self-trust is the first secret of success. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. To get up each morning with the resolve to be happy is to set your own conditions to the events of each day. To do this is to condition circumstances instead of being conditioned by them. Guard well your spare moments. They are like uncut diamonds. Discard them and their value will never be known. Improve them and they will become the brightest gems in a useful life. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, not the kindly smile, nor the joy of companionship. It is the spiritual inspiration that comes to one when you discover that someone else believes in you and is willing to trust you with a friendship. The measure of mental health is the disposition to find good everywhere. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. The highest revelation is that God is in every man. Your actions speak so loud, I can't hear what you say. The years in your life are less important than the life in your years. Let me never fall into the vulgar mistake of dreaming that I am persecuted whenever I am contradicted. Knowledge is when you learn something new every day. Wisdom is when you let something go every day. A friend is a person who goes around saying nice things about you behind your back. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. Live well, learn plenty, laugh often, love much. People do not seem to realize that their opinion of the world is also a confession of character. We judge others by their actions, but we judge ourselves by our intentions. Our strength grows out of our weakness. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. For every minute you remain angry, you give up 60 seconds of peace of mind. Don't choose the better person, choose the person who makes a better you. Successful people live well, laugh often, and love much. They've filled a niche and accomplished tasks so as to leave the world better than they found it, while looking for the best in others, and giving the best they have. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Is it so bad, then, to be misunderstood? Pythagoras was misunderstood, and Socrates, and Jesus, and Luther, and Copernicus, and Galileo, and Newton, and every pure and wise spirit that ever took flesh. To be great is to be misunderstood. Allow yourself to trust joy and embrace it. You will find you dance with everything. Dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. Little minds have little worries, big minds have no time for worries. Unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. Happiness is a perfume you cannot pour on others without getting some on yourself. The first wealth is health. Be not the slave of your own past. It is one of the blessings of old friends that you can afford to be stupid with them. The world makes way for the man who knows where he is going. I suffer whenever I see that common sight of a parent or senior imposing his opinion and way of thinking and being on a young soul to which they are totally unfit. Cannot we let people be themselves, and enjoy life in their own way? You are trying to make that man another you. One's enough. The civility of no race can be perfect whilst another race is degraded. It is a doctrine alike of the oldest and of the newest philosophy, that man is one, and that you cannot injure any member, without a sympathetic injury to all the members. The lover of nature is he whose inward and outward senses are still truly adjusted to each other, who has retained the spirit of infancy even into the era of manhood. His intercourse with heaven and earth becomes part of his daily food. In the presence of nature, a wild delight runs through the man, in spite of real sorrows. The sun shines and warms and lights us, and we have no curiosity to know why this is so, but we ask the reason of all evil, of pain, and hunger, and mosquitoes and silly people. There is no planet, sun, or star could hold you if you but knew what you are. Perception is a mirror, not a fact. And what I look on is my state of mind, reflected outward. Health is the condition of wisdom, and the sign is cheerfulness, an open and noble temper. Your genuine action will explain itself, and will explain your other genuine actions. Your conformity explains nothing. One idea lights 1,000 candles. Without a rich heart, wealth is an ugly beggar. Character is higher than intellect. A great soul will be strong to live, as well as strong to think. It is one of the beautiful compensations in this life that no one can sincerely try to help another without helping himself. What we have learned from other becomes our own reflection. A great man is always willing to be little. If eyes were made for seeing, then beauty is its own excuse for being. Anger is that powerful internal force that blows out the light of reason. The days come and go but they say nothing, and if we do not use the gifts they bring, they carry them as silently away. Love is our highest word and the synonym of God. Everything has its price, and if that price is not paid, not that thing but something else is obtained, it is impossible to get anything without this price. When a happy person comes into the room, it is as if another candle has been lit. Without ambition one starts nothing. Without work one finishes nothing. The prize will not be sent to you. You have to win it. It is easy in the world to live after the world's opinion, it is easy in solitude to live after our own, but the great man is he who in the midst of the crowd keeps with perfect sweetness the independence of solitude. If you know you are right, stay the course even though the whole world seems to be against you and everyone you know questions your judgment. When you prevail, and you eventually will if you stick to the job, they will all tell you that they knew all along you could do it. Some thoughts always find us young, and keep us so. Such a thought is the love of the universal and eternal beauty. Without ambition one starts nothing. Without work one finishes nothing. The prize will not be sent to you. You have to win it. The man who knows how will always have a job. The man who also knows why will always be his boss. As to methods, there may be a million and then some, but principles are few. The man who grasps principles can successfully select his own methods. The man who tries methods, ignoring principles, is sure to have trouble. We live in succession, in division, in parts, in particles. Meantime within man is the soul of the whole, the wise silence, the universal beauty, to which every part and particle is equally related, the eternal one.